Hello, hello, hello. I hope I find everyone very, very well this month, per usual. I would like to first give a big, huge shout out to all of the Sagittarians and Capricornians out there during this time for you guys' birthdays. Happy, happy birthday. I would like to also thank the individual who donated through the Amazon wishlist link located in the description box. The Sacred Earth's Oracle that we're using this month, they asked to keep their identity private. Thank you to you know who you are. So this month, guys, we're using the Sacred Earth Oracle here by Toni Carmichael and Leela Williams. And we are also using the Linestrider Tarot here. And this is by Siolo, Thompson. Okay, let's go ahead and say a prayer for the decks and we'll get started here. Father God, I open all channels of light, Lord. North, south, east, and west. Guardian angels of the four directions, high councils, who serve the law of one. Holy pure ones, please anchor this space now in your divine consecration to provide every single zodiac sign with the clarity and direction as to which he or she seeks, Father. And please grant me, the reader, the objectivity to read the cards and relay every single message as they're meant and or intended to be this month. Sagittarius, Sagittarius, my archer. All right, here's your reading for December 2018. Let's go ahead and hop right into the reading here, Sag. So in terms of traditional tarot, Sag, we have the Knight of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. Let me repeat that. The Knight of Cups, the King of Wands reversed, and the Seven of Cups. We have Judgment reversed, the Ten of Swords reversed, and the Fool card reversed. I have not seen the Oracle card here. I'll flip it over at the end and see what else it adds to your reading for this month. So Sagi, maybe you could be dealing possibly interesting with the Scorpio. Maybe you could be dealing with another fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Maybe a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, and or Scorpio. So Sag, has this Mercury retrograde kind of done a little number on you? Anticipating what this person, place, or thing wants. And I'm feeling as though that maybe, Sag, when you realize that maybe it wasn't exactly like you thought it was or that you perceived it to be in terms of what they wanted or it wanted, it may have kind of built up some frustration in you, I'm feeling here. And some of you may have also felt maybe a little bit embarrassed or like, I don't know why, I do not know why the word shameful is coming through, but maybe you kind of felt like that a little bit, and then therefore your passion and your anticipatory nature for this person, place, or thing's needs and wants, that energy kind of transmuted, Sag, into maybe like you may be using your power over them, or you using it turned into frustration, and then it turned into kind of like irritatingness or annoyance, jumping the gun, and then maybe therefore it was perceived from the other person, place, or thing as being a repeated mistake, even though it may not be exactly within the same context as the first time around. But the second party, person, place, or thing interpreted like that. I'm feeling like it has a connection. There's something here, Sag, that has to do with maybe your upbringing in terms of how you view vulnerability. I'm feeling you may view it as like a weakness, or you may view it as when you have vulnerability, Sag, I'm feeling like maybe for some of you that it gets transmuted into anger or into frustration, which then gets transmuted into anger. It's like a domino effect, I'm kind of feeling. It wasn't very effective at that point as well, and I'm feeling like it left you very confused. And it left the other person, place, or thing confused as well. And that's why I'm feeling like maybe Mercury retrograde kind of played a little bit of a role here, especially this Mercury retrograde. I can't even speak now. Don't beat yourself up about it, Sag, because I feel like it's more, it's not the other person. It's more, has to do with your emotional feelings, your emotional, the word insecurities are coming up. We all have them. This may be your second time around, third time around, whatever the case may be. Something here like not learning your lesson, or maybe request that you look at your birth chart and you check your progressions as well as your, regular natal chart and check where you have Uranus and you also have Pluto within your chart. And I'm feeling like that may add some extra understanding to maybe why vulnerability may be viewed as a weakness, or maybe viewed as a negative thing, or maybe viewed as shameful or something to that effect here, if that resonates with you. Sag, it's almost like this has happened and then it's like you almost like want to walk away from it, and you almost don't really want to approach it any longer. And there's a little bit of a sense of here kind of like sweeping it under the rug or pretending like it didn't really happen. There's this very deep spiritual lesson here, a very deep spiritual challenge here I'm feeling regarding reviewing your upbringing, reviewing your past, reviewing how you perceive information and how that may trigger you, and then therefore may bring out an unfavorable aspect of you. People may place you within a different light because of it. You know, Sajin, whenever things come up like this for us, they're very uncomfortable. And in any context, they're very uncomfortable. But they're actually a gift from God, from the universe, showing us or bringing to our attention that there's some emotional, deep spiritual work that needs to be done. And that's a gift, you know. It may not seem like it, and it, you know, when it's all going down and, you know, you're in the thick of it, it actually is a gift, Sag. It's a gift that entails being able to shift timelines and to break timelines and to transmute energy and to break karmic cycles, even ancestral cycles as well. I'm feeling here pretending and playing it off is only going to work for so long. And you know, Sag, when we go around the issue, we put so much more energy into trying to avoid it and trying to go around it. And that's when we operate from fear, and then we end up manifesting just more of that fear, and we end up manifesting just other inconceivable, you know, like aspects, and we throw salt on the wound when we try to go around the issue, you know. I'm also feeling here too, like for some of you, this may have a lot to do with like facing your fears, whatever that may be. I'm just picking up here too, for a lot of you, it has to do with like maybe your mother. It has a lot to do with like the way that maybe you felt restricted, or maybe felt like emotions, especially very deep emotions, were maybe not taken very well within the home that you grew up in, regarding like they were shot down, they weren't spoken of. It was maybe you were, you know, taught to just ignore them, you know, and to not express them. Or maybe you're never given the time and place to have a proper sit down, you know, as growing up and discussing those types of deep emotional feelings and sentiments that could lead to an outburst or anger, something to that effect here, Sag. And I feel like it's now time to lift that mask off that, you know, tends to bring turmoil for you, you know. But only you can make that happen, Sag, in terms of that energy to actually transmute it and to break that timeline for yourself. Pretty sure you will, Sag. I have trust and pride in you that you'll be able to do that. But we must not operate from fear, and that's very tough to do. It's especially when things go unfavorable for us and it kind of goes like to the left. It's kind of hard to regain our footage and to regain our integrity a little bit, and then to make better decisions regarding not transmuting or transferring or repeating and manifesting vibrations that have to do with fear and feelings of lack, and all of those things that I'm speaking of right now, Sag, that may be some trigger words for you. That includes, as we spoke about a little bit earlier regarding going around the issue, all that kind of includes that we dump all that salt, you know, on our wound or in our wound. Excuse me. And it's you just need to kind of go through it, Sag. You know what I mean? It happens, you know. Everyone's card gets pulled, everyone's spiritual card comes out, and it gets pulled every now and then, you know. Even as spiritual teachers, it happens to us as well. But The best thing to do is to recognize it and to do the best that you can to, like I said, to transmute and transcend it, so that then you don't manifest more of it while being in that type of lower vibration, and more than likely manifesting more of that unfavorable aspect as to which brought you here in the first place, you know? There's also here, Sag, maybe something regarding either something you picked up or in your childhood or whatever the case may be, however it relates or resonates with you, regarding like control as well, which goes back to the restriction. And interesting. Also what I'm getting here is sometimes, you know, Sag, when we have very restricting parents or very controlling parents, they kind of plan our days out. They kind of plan out their expectations of us. So then therefore we never learn the skill of making our own decisions. And when that happens, you know, as when we're adults, that may manifest in multiple ways in different relationships. And it also manifests regarding you trusting yourself and making your own decisions. And you may be looking a little bit too externally for validation regarding your current issues or circumstances or anything that may arise that kind of has to do with making certain decisions. And all of what I just spoke of, you know, regarding looking externally, it comes from, or it's a product of, the restriction as to which we may have experienced as children. So it's kind of like you are ignorant to that fact. Now, when I say ignorant, meaning you just don't know, because you really don't, you know, from looking externally, because that's what happened in the first place when our parents or whoever it was restricted us. That was external validation, but it wasn't from your own volition, but it transmutes into through your own volition in a sense when you look externally as you age and become an adult. Hope I'm making sense here. A lot's coming through for you, Sag, and it just it's ways of transmuting the energy and really breaking those timelines. Interesting. Okay, we have stretch here. Feel like maybe, yeah, you know, you maybe stretched yourself a little bit thin, but hey, it happens, you know what I mean? But like I said, anything that comes up like that, it's meant to come up, and it's actually a gift where we look at it and we say, okay, how does this apply to me? How can I change this? You know, I usually go by the model of, this is just for me though, you know, we should be happy or glad when it's our fault, because then we're given the chance to fix the situation, because we never lose. We either win or we learn, you know? Excuse me, Sag. Okay, so stretch here. Put yourself forward. Stand in the sun. Grab an opportunity and run with it. Reach beyond the shade, out of the comfort of darkness, and step into life. Holding yourself back is counterintuitive. Doubt, fear, anxiety, and grief may be part of your journey, but don't let them be the journey. Reach out, stretch yourself little by little, grow strong, and live. In a fleeting moment of grace in the space between your thoughts, you glimpse a silent bliss that is beyond words or description. This all-encompassing love is your soulful spiritual center. It is without beginning or end. Reach for it, and this state of grace shall be a guiding light in this world and beyond. It is life. It is eternal. To secure a place in the sun, plants stretch and grow towards the sunlight. Even though they are fixed in place, they actively avoid the shade cast by their neighbors and reach single purposely for the light. Single purposely. Means we must do it on our own, you know, Sag? Beneath the surface of the earth, they extend themselves in the search for water and nutrients. The plant's roots are positioned with as much care and determination as their light-chasing leaves. All that they reach for is transformed into growth, and this growth makes them strong and fruitful. Even in the darkness of caves, subterranean tunnels, and ocean trenches, life is trained towards sustenance. The urge towards that which will nurture and enrich you is instinct. It is natural. It is life. Position yourself towards all that is life affirming. Words, foods, activities, hobbies, songs, images, etc. Grasp for goodness, grow beyond the shade, and be fruitful. Remember, a seedling doesn't grow beyond the canopy overnight. It gets there by consistently seeking the light that is just out of reach. Yeah, Sag, like things will come to light. And like I said, it's a gift. And we all go towards the light. We all want to, and we strive for the light. It's instinctual. Like what I just read for you, Sag, you're a fire sign, you're very instinctual. All the fire signs are very instinctual, and it's just a part of your nature. It's interesting too, like even the roots here. Yeah, Sag, it's something that we must go through sometimes. And like I said, our card was pulled. Hey, it happens. But it's what comes of that energy, and what much effort you put into transmuting it, into changing it for the better, but most importantly, do it for yourself, so that then situations like this may or do not happen or transpire again in the future. And when situations that are unfavorable like this happen for us, it gives us a chance also to keep them as like memory reminders within our memory, so that then when a situation may come up again where a situation such as so may occur within a different context, that memory gives us that opportunity to like take a step back and say, oh no, I remember this didn't go very well the first time. So we then learn our spiritual lesson through a challenge, that was presented to us, that I usually get with judgment reverse regarding not learning our lessons here. But it's time to take off the masks, Sag. When I say mask, meaning whatever it is that you feel you become, or whatever it is that you become, or the energy that is bestowed within you or upon you when things such as this transpire for you. Because only you can break those karmic cycles. And you're worth every bit of it, Sag. It's just you have to believe it first, for yourself. All right, Sag, that's what I'm getting for you for, I almost said October 2018. Interesting. Maybe something happened in October that has to do with December of this year. Interesting. Well, Sag, this is what I have for you, or what I'm getting for you for December 2018. Regarding booking a reading for yourself, Sag, if you would like to do so, check the description box below. All the information is there for you. Also, Sag, check out the Amazon wishlist link that I prepared and gathered up for you guys. Where you can obtain a really good reading, Sag, or a really awesome reading, I should say, for an awesome price that fits your budget. If that's something that is transpiring for you as well during this time. Also, Sag, if this reading resonates with you, go ahead and tap the like or thumbs up button. Let me know. All right, Sag, you're gonna be okay. Just time to stretch your roots out and become familiar with being in a space of emotional uncomfortability, because then it gets easier each time that we go around that bend, All right, Sag, be good, and we'll see you.